Dear children, today we are going to learn lesson number 2, energy from the sun. See, we all know that the earth is the only planet which has full of diversity. We can see different aspects of diversity on the earth's surface. We can see the oceans, continents, mountains, plains, plateaus, and each and every continent there are different kinds of animals, different kinds of vegetation. Very high diversities are found in each and every continent. In addition to that, there are the number of landforms we can see on the earth's surface. Another important form of diversity which we cannot see but only can feel. What we can only feel? The diversity. For example, the temperature. Diversity means difference, variation. Diversity means variation. The temperature is differ from one place to another place. One may be the greeny and another one may be very hot in temperature, and the other one may not have any plantation or vegetation, may become desert, and another one always may be affected by cyclones due to the low temperatures, and another one may record the highest temperatures ever seen, and the other one always may be covered with the cold ice or some other ice cap, and not having any vegetation we can find cool in temperature. So we can't see the temperature, then how can you know that there is the temperature? Even if you can't see that, we can feel the temperature. Generally in the morning time when we wake up, so we can't see much hot conditions. It may be the cool in the morning and it gets warmer during the day. Gradually it increases the warm condition, and whenever you are going to lunch in the afternoon, when you are coming to school, it may not be high temperature for you. You may not feel very hot in condition. But when you are going for lunch or when the lunch bell rings, you may feel very hot, because in the afternoon we can have very hot condition. So in the same way, in the evening again or the night time, we can feel that it is cooler than the afternoon. So and in a year, for example, from March to May or June, it may be very hot in condition. Whereas from July, August, and September, it may be rainy. October, mid-October to November, December, and January, maybe winter season, cold in nights and daytime. Also, we feel somewhat cool weather conditions. So all these are the variations in the temperature. So we may have noted that is very hot in some months of the year and less hot in the other months. This is the variation of temperature from time to time, as well as from place to place also there are some variations in temperature. For example, if you are going to European countries, it may be cold weather. For example, if you are going to Siberia in Russia, most of the year it is having the cold weather. That's why they used to wear coats, overcoats, and they used to wear ties and others. That means it is colder, cooler when compared to our region. But in some regions, they are warmer. What are the warmer regions? For example, China, Nepal. These countries are in warmer temperature zones. But whereas in India, Bhopal, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala is very hot in weather when you compare with the Andhra Pradesh and other, in climate when you compare with the Andhra Pradesh and with other states also. That means here it is due to from place to place we can observe some variations in temperature. Whereas some regions are warmer while some other regions are cold, as they are covered with the by the ice throughout the year. For example, just now I told you Siberia in Russia, as well as in the southern most of the earth. For example, if you see this picture, in the above picture, morning to evening temperatures. In the morning, the temperature is very low. In the mid of the day, that means noon, at 12 o'clock in the noon. Noon means in the midday. Midday is called as the noon. At noon, the temperature went up to the higher extent, and again in the evening, it cooled down. So you can see the picture there: moon, sun, and moon. And again, the red line indicates the variations in the temperature, maximum temperature, and blue line indicates the minimum temperature. Minimum also changes. That means at the noon there is a difference of minimum and maximum temperature. Whereas in the below picture, we can see the variation of the surface in temperature. For example, in the below, it is a map, world map. Dark blue color is there, and adjacent to it there is a sky blue color. Dark blue color indicates the tundra region or polar region. That means ice cap region. Always the climatic conditions are cool. Whereas just sky blue color, light blue color in both sides. So below the map, it is Antarctica. Antarctica is having the always ice cap. There is no vegetation, and there is no also human life also there. See here, humanless continent. That is a humanless continent. A few kinds of birds and animals on the boundaries as borders of the Antarctica, not inside the Antarctica, because it is the about 3,000 meters of ice is covered over Antarctica for millions of years, because half of the year it will be covered with ice and snow. So the dark blue and light blue indicates the cold weather conditions, whereas the dark red or kumkum color, snuff color, that is, so it indicates the more hot regions, whereas yellow warmer, and light snuff color, it is the area with the hot temperatures. See, this is a variation in temperature in one place. The temperature also varies from place to place. Already I told you, some regions are very hot, and some other regions are covered with ice throughout the year, and they are very cooler. So you can see the ice cap also in Antarctica. Antarctica is a photograph of Antarctica. There is a mountain which is covered with ice. Generally, the equatorial regions are warmer throughout the year, and the polar regions are cold throughout the year. Temperature is different from place to place, I already told you, and also causes winds and rains. Temperature also causes winds and rains. Due to the high temperatures, there will be variations in pressure, so the variation in the speed of wind may be varied due to the pressure. Whereas another picture is also there. In Delhi, it is rainy. On a rainy day, the photograph has taken. See, rain. Rain is also caused by the temperature. Because of the high temperatures, the water gets evaporated. Evaporated water vapor becomes condensation takes place. When the condensation takes place, automatically, when it reaches to the maximum in the atmosphere, when the air can't hold the maximum amount of water vapor, it throws onto the earth in the form of rainfall. So the temperature is indirectly cause for rainfall also. The temperature and rainfall affect life in very critical ways. Plants and animals are dependent upon the heat and water. Without having heat, some animals, actually human beings also, we can't live. What is the reason for it? Because of the heat makes us, the heat keeps us our blood warmer. When our blood is warmer, then only it can move from one organ to another organ. Continuously the blood is pumping in our body. without pumping the blood. If the blood freezes or becomes clotted automatically, then within few hours or few days, the man heart will be blocked and he will be died. And moreover, and so that heat is required for us, for our body, as well as the plant life also. For plant life also, we also get some vitamins. D vitamin we'll get from what is it, sun's heat. And water is also essential for us. Without water we can't live, so the water is important source for us. So we get water from due to the temperature only. So without water and heat, without our bodies consist of 3/4 of our body is consisting of water itself. Without water, not only human beings, plants, animals, nothing can be lived without water and heat. Only certain kinds of trees and plants will grow in the hot regions, and some other kinds will grow in the cold regions. See, nothing grows in very cold region. Just now I told you about the Antarctica. See, it is a mountain of ice which is covered over the Antarctican land. Thus, we have variation in vegetation and animal life. Because of that, variations in the temperatures causing the variations in the vegetation. Vegetation means plant life. Different kinds of plants grow in one area is called as the vegetation, and animal life also. There are some variations in temperature in different parts of the world. See, there is the different kinds of trees, plant vegetation, that means plants, trees grown in different areas. Just we can't see them clearly, but many kinds of trees are growing in different regions. And we can also see different kinds of animals living in the different kinds of what is it, temperature and different regions also. Elephants, zebra, antelope, chimpanzee, tiger, kangaroo, lion, rhino, polar bear, all of them are living in the different conditions. For example, if you take a zebra, it may be in grassland areas, warmer conditions, in the warmer conditions. Whereas I forgot to present camel. Camel is a animal which can be seen in the desert. Elephants, chimpanzees, all these are found in the very thick forests. Kangaroo in temperate region, Australia, we can see them. Chimpanzee mostly we can see them in Africa. Rhino is found in rainy forests. Rhinoceros we call it. We can see this kind of animals in rainy forests. Whereas polar bear is seen in cold polar regions or ice cap regions. Now let us see about the solar energy and sun's rays. See, generally we have a doubt. What is the principal source of energy on the Earth's surface? Who gives us light and heat? These two questions are having bias. Let us see about the first question. What is the principal source of energy on the Earth's surface? What is the principal source? There is only one principal source, that it is the sun. Sun is the principal source of energy on the Earth's surface. Who gives us the light and heat, or heat and light? See, the sun gives us light and heat. It generates energy just like a powerhouse to the earth. See, generally the powerhouse gives us the energy onto the earth. In the same way, the sun is a powerhouse for us because it continuously emits the energy in different ways, but earth is receiving a minute part of it. Let us see about the solar energy. What is solar energy? Solar energy means the energy constantly emitted by the sun in all directions is called solar energy. What is meant by emission? Emission means release. Sun is just like an earth. It is also a sphere. It emits energy all the time in all the directions. It is a photograph of sun taken by using telescope from a larger distance. So 147 to 152 crore kilometers we have the distance between the earth and the sun. On average 150 crore kilometers, 150 million kilometers, that means 15 crore kilometers. Sorry, 147 million to 152 million range. On average, if you take it, 149.5, approximately 150 million kilometers distance from the earth to the sun. The energy constantly emitted by the sun in all directions. Emission means releasing. It's a ball-like object. It is releasing energy in all the directions. It is called as the solar energy. It is also called as solar radiation. When a body gives out energy is called radiation. We have another doubt. What is meant by radiation? When it gives out energy, any body, if it gives out energy, it is called radiation. For example, mobile phone. It is also gives us some energy, gives out some energy. It is called as radiation. If you play continuously game on a mobile phone, after that, after some time, if you keep on your body, if you touch